going to be streaming today mostly Halloween houses so that you guys can all take a look at and get some inspiration for your own Halloween houses that are coming up. But I've been starting with showing you guys my own homes, and this is the last one that I haven't shown you that I've made that I'm even slightly proud of. This is my Grand Sijic, and originally this was my Sheogorath entry for a contest that Jhart had done. And I closed that part off, and in fact, I've kind of looted it since, but I saved a copy in Essential Housing Tools, so we're good. This was intended to be a bonsai garden, and it is actually a bonsai garden. Let me make sure that I'm actually streaming because I've been having issues lately where it tells me I'm streaming and I'm not, or I think I'm not and I am. There we go. Let me mute me. Because who wants to hear two me's, right? Okay. So thank you to all the guilds that allow me to post that I am streaming. And thank you to all the people who put their homes in open house and allow me to go and visit them. And sharing your ideas with other people. It's really appreciated, and I hope that I give you the credit that is due for you, because you worked really hard. I'm sorry I didn't stream yesterday, although I'm trying to figure out whether I should stream every day or if I should stream less often, because I don't want to overdo it for people. But I was in a writing class for the first time in forever. Haven't been in school for eons, so hopefully this will help me focus in on my writing and get my book done. Let me turn off some things here so you can see it better. Okay, so the sky obviously is EHT because it looks weird. That's ethereal. I actually had Cardi make these for me. These are willow trees because they're only Crown Store available, and I refuse to pay that if I don't have to. Unfortunately, I put it too close so you can easily see that it is it's fake because you get to see the side portion. So here we go. I put it further back, made it a little bigger, and it was that simple. So don't be afraid of EHT. I have an idea for Cardi that he does this thing with bunnies, that bunnies will follow you with their eyes no matter where you're standing in his program. So I think he should do the same with trees, and then they'll really appear three-dimensional. But until then, we have to kind of sort of deal with it. So I built off of the main portion of the island, and I showed you the other day how far out you can really build, and I didn't even touch a portion of how far out you can really build. So this is something you can do, and you can do more. This was supposed to be a bonsai garden, but what happened is, and I left some junk out. This is supposed to be a tea ceremony, as you can see. Hey, Flimmy. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you're up late, aren't you? Or early? So this is supposed to be the tea ceremony, and when Cardi first released these books, I wanted to read them because you can read anything, any book that you've ever discovered. So I stuck them here for myself to read. No one else can see that. That isn't there for anyone else. I haven't published that, and I'll probably remove it before I ever do any updates. There's a little owl up there. See? I just hit a little surprise owl. Surprise owl! Okay, so you can see I put some of those tall, what are they called, shrines in here. I made use of the balloon elsewhere Hakoshe lanterns because I was going with a distinctly oriental feel. Now, almost 2 a.m. normal. Lovely tea place. Thank you. I wanted to go elegant, so these lamps are pretty much as elegant as you can get in terms of elsewhere. I also have ginkgo trees, which are my favorite to give a peaceful environment. And to set them off, I have jester's trees, which are a little more purple. And now that they're next to each other, you can see what I mean. And nothing like petals to make something feel really, really peaceful and beautiful. This was the main portion of the home. This is a pagoda. I worked really hard on this, harder than I probably should have for how it turned out. Those are screens, so that's EHT, as you can see. But those things on the side and top and whatnot, those are Kajiti tents, and I just put them in a really weird position so that they formed the traditional points, and then I hung lamps on it. And I was really proud of the outcome. If you go to the center, I was going to do something and I didn't do it, so I have to do it now. Sorry, guys. Handmade pagoda. That took me forever. Have you noticed the griffins in this game aren't exactly attractive? Well, regardless. I'm hiding one in here anyway. Hello, Griffin. I'm not going to kill you. I could try. I could pretend. Boom, boom, boom. No, not really going to kill you. Just kidding. Hey, Cranor. I was showing people my pagoda. I don't know if you've ever seen it. This rainbow is EHT also. But here's, so I don't fall off, here's my pagoda. And it's about half EHT and half real. And I used EHT to help do precision moving of items, which, let me show you how to do that, because this isn't obvious, and you may want to use it in your own home. So, okay, if you go into settings, add-ons, not master merchant, Jesus, essential housing tools, you can do all sorts of things, but you can also set, you can also set what you want move precision centimeters and degrees you want it to be. So when I say move it 1 pixel, what I really mean is go and set your precision to 1, and then you can nudge things into place. So let's say I want to move, where's that tree? I'll go get that tree for you. It's a perfect example. I want to move this tree, but I really want to move it in small ways. Actually, never mind. I need to use a real item. Let me put down a real item. So we've got that. And you really want to go in small increments. So single item, we're going to select a single item, and we're not going to do anything to it yet. Press your select button, and there you go. There is you've got this piece of furnishing selected. It's that simple. Now, you want to move it only 1 pixel, use custom precision, have it set. Doesn't matter what this is set to, it will now only move 1 pixel. So that's how you nudge something into place. So let's say you have something that you really want to be exact. That's the way you do it. And it's not obvious. It's not an obvious thing that you can just figure out from just looking at it. That's something that I learned from Chrysaea, who's one of the best. She truly is one of the best at EHT, and she really makes use of all of it. So here's the rest of the bonsai garden. I did Zen garden thingies here on every platform, so you're supposed to use this as a sort of place to think. And here are my bonsai. I used some real items. I tried to do one of each. So here's coral, but it's supposed to be bonsai. And then I used EHT. This is the evil dead tree or something like that. And I put that in as, you know, it's a bonsai that didn't quite work. I used the circles around it, the red guard circles, because I felt like I really wanted people to focus on that individual view of each one. Again, here I used the lights, and then this is an apple tree in EHT. And all I had to do was shrink it down really tiny, and it looks like a bonsai. That was super easy. It was really easy. And I see people on the forums asking for bonsai, so this is how you do it if you want to do it. Yeah, thank you. Um, this is another tree you can get in EHT. I want all of the trees in EHT to be somewhat improved, and I have ideas for it, and I'm going to talk to Cardi about it. I sent him some messages, but he's been so busy. His house right now, if you go to his Moon Sugar Meadow, if you have EHT, it's insane. Trust me, go look at it. It's insane. It's absolutely nuts. Here we go. This was also bamboo that I had put in the game. I had asked Cardi to put that in because I don't like paying for expensive, overpriced things like bamboo, like willow trees. Another tree, you can change this color. You use the red guard circles for each. You know, there is so much you can use these red guard circles for. They are great for gardens, they're great for elevation, they're great for parties. There's just so many things that you can use them for that is excellent. So here we have two. These are all shrunken down. Okay, so that's it for me. He is the best at EHT. In fact, I will show you what I'm talking about with Cardi's home. It's actually, it's nuts. It is not what I would have done with my Moon Sugar Meadow. I'll say that. It's, hey Tawantle, I hope I say that right. If I don't, tell me how to say it. I just finished showing my house. I'm about to show you Cardi's latest creation, which he used the Moon Sugar Meadow, and it does not look like the Moon Sugar Meadow. It's crazy. It is not my cup of tea for a lot of reasons, but I can recognize how amazing it is and how much hard work went into it. And since I have EHT and probably some of you don't, you'll get to see it in its full glory once it loads. Okay, so I'm hiding my UI. Check that out. I mean, that's crazy that this is in the Moon Sugar Meadow. He made everything dark. He used one of his sky overlays. That is an actual, I'll turn the things off. He actually probably made that structure with, hi Infamous. Yeah, Cardi's Towers. This is his Moon Sugar Meadow, and it's an open house if you want to visit it. So I'm sure he made this with EHT, and then he added the effects after to really make it emphasized. And obviously this is the dark turned down almost completely. Lash, the other day, we showed her home, and that one was a little too dark, and she messaged me afterwards that it was an error and she's going to fix it. So hopefully we helped her out with that. So thank you. Anyway, so this is the interior. He used those fabricant trees and put just minimum lights around it to make them really sparkle. So it's not like you can, as far as I can tell, you can't go up in the tower. It's just to show off what it can do. So I'm sort of cheating here by turning off the UI, turning off the effects, but I wanted you to get an idea of what we're really looking at before I turn it back on. Okay, so I'd say that's pretty freaking impressive. Not necessarily for me. This is Cardinal 5, believe it or not. It's an open house right now. This is him showing off what EHT can do, and it's in the open houses, I think, earlier today. Yeah, thanks for typing that out, Flemmy, because sometimes people don't know. I'll give you the big overview, Magical, because I know you'd appreciate what he did here. So this is the normal darkness he set it to, and that's what he built. Pretty crazy, huh? I think it's crazy. And he actually built that. So that's a physical structure, but behind it he added the additional lighting. So that's what Cardi's been working on. Today I thought what I'd do for you guys is show you some scary houses so that I can give you ideas for Halloween houses, because Halloween is coming up fast. He is a freaking genius, I know. He's also a tremendously amazing person. Human being of the highest order. He is just a good person. But some of these I've visited so long ago, you'll have to pardon me if they aren't quite scary enough, because sorry. It's built with EHE, that's why it's so perfect. You're right, Cranor. First, we're going to hope that Badger Mutt has not changed their home. And it's old mistveil. So let's get some ideas together for... I love being able to show you guys the best of. You know, something like this. I want to keep it going and so you guys get to see amazing stuff. But I also want you to know that we're all levels. Cardi's beyond, because he's a coder. I mean, that's what he does. But he's not as much of a detail person. You know, there were no real fine details in there. And some of you are just masters of details. So these were spooky homes. Let me tell you what I wrote about Badger Mutt's home. Not that that matters, because honestly, you're going to draw your own conclusions. But Badger Mutt. I wrote occult, glowy. So that means I liked it, it was glowy, and it had occult in it. I know it's hard to put those things together, but that's what I thought of it. At some point when I've done more questing, I can sit down and get really into EHT. I tried Magical the other day to show a tutorial of how to start, and I got the first half done, and then the second half went totally wrong because there's a buggy item in the game that set everything I tried to do came out wrong. So I edited it out of the video. So I won't recommend that to you yet. And at some point, I'm going to end up doing a little more work on showing you guys. Maybe I'll make a quickie video and then just show it to you so it's perfect. But the thing is, with building and with EHT, things are just not always, don't always go according to plan. Yeah, this build is beautiful because what they did, and I really like this, is they buried those glow plants into another texture. This texture is the hedges. You could put it in anything, and it really is, it brings something to it when you bury it in a texture. In fact, I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to show you one of my houses, super quick, that I did that with. And I was really proud of it. My homes. Oh, here we go. Hope you can see this. This was a giant mushroom. This was in my tail gallon. And I got it in the wrong window. This was in my tail gallon. And all I did is stuck a ton of these things on the bottom of the shroom. And honestly, I think that's what got it even any attention, because I did that. You can do that. You can steal that idea. Put these glowy plants to good use. Stick them all together under something or whatever. Oh, this took me a minute to figure out. Can you guys tell what this is? Tell me what you think this is. Took me a while. It's an animal. I'll give you that hint. Anyone? Anyone? He did a crab, or she did a giant crab. Look at those little clippers. No, it's a crab. See the eyes? If you look at the eyes, you can tell. Oh, crap. I forgot to put it back on. Sorry. Of course you couldn't tell. I'm stupid. Not the brightest bulb in a box. All right, this is what I was talking about. This is, okay, let's do me, adding me to this. See? It's a crab. Isn't it cute? All right, so thanks for guessing, and I apologize for not having shown it to you when I was making you guess. But I love the little eyes. I love the little claws. I love what they did. It's so cute, and if you go too quickly through this home, you think this is just a meeting place. But when you back up and take a better look, you're like, oh my God, it's a monster. I thought it was the red cliff looking thing in the corner. No, I messed up. I accidentally forgot to change it back to live game because this is all so new, and I can't say that much longer. Eventually I'm going to just have to cop to being an idiot. Being stupid. So I like that they use the petal dropping trees. Like I said, that always gets you feeling good. These are hedges. Thanks, Magical. I appreciate it. I have another friend that all he does is mock me. He mocks me cruelly and awfully, and but he means it in good spirit, I think. So you are the positive joy in my life. Trying to figure out if glowy plants are supposed to look like an animal. No, I was an idiot. So sorry. They may have gotten these from the current pack that's up. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there is a pack up right now that... There's a couple of packs up. Let me show you. Obviously, get your Dragon Rise reward bundle. Here's the one I'm talking about right now. This is on sale for ESO Plus. Geez, everything is essential housing tools for me right now. If you look at what's inside, they give you all of these yucky cocoons. They give you beautiful crystals. They give you some Deja crap, which I might as well just get rid of because I hate it. They give you Mafala. Excuse me. They give you mushrooms. They give you plants. And they give you giant glowy plants and mushrooms. A book and some webs. So... You missed the perfect opportunity to mention the Bear Mama rug. You can always mention the Bear Mama rug. Yeah, I got that last night too, Tawandle. And I actually bought it with money because I thought with the deal... Oh, I didn't try that. With the deal going on, I wanted to get it for the cheaper amount. And what you may not know, but under under the ESO Plus deals... They also have this hidden there. This is the Furnishing Pack Sinister Hollowjack items, which is on sale for $2,800 for ESO Plus members. And if you bundle details, this is where everybody gets those pumpkins from. This is the, this is the set that we all got to get those creepy jars and whatnot. So if you were looking to get that, that's actually go under the ESO Plus tab. I don't know why they hid it. Because they're meanies. And don't forget if ESO Plus, get Mafala. That's one's the best you have. Yeah, I use it a lot. I have it all in my Halloween house already. But see, these two items were in the set that I just showed you. Oh, the grave is cool. Sorry, I'm sorry. That cold, it lingered forever. I will drink more coffee and try to cough less. So yeah, this is somebody making use of the items that come in that Mafala pack that's out now. So if you want to grab it, look how beautiful that is. I don't know where I'm going to use it. Does anyone know where this drops, or is this just crown? You see this thick moss? I think this is just crown only. It's an unusual moss. That is not something that you can just find. Look at another person gave a nod to Demolition Man with the 3 shells. A toilet, which there are not enough toilets in the game. Crown only. Thank you, Angel. Angel! I visited one of your houses this morning. I forget which one. I'll take a look in a minute. But I signed your guest book. You have a bunch of them up. I was going to go visit one randomly, so I might go visit one of yours. But I was trying to show people Crown Storia. was trying to show people Halloween-y houses, and this one is occultish in places. You need to use it to block doors. You can't go through them. Feel free to show my open house at any time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love the garden setting too, but this cracks me up. Look, it's the singing fish. How is it that we've never seen anyone do this before? Look, it's such an obvious idea, and it's so clever. But, yeah, I don't want to give away your Halloween houses if you're entering them in contests. Please don't let me blow them for you. I know, isn't it cute? I'm so jealous that I didn't think of that, and I've never seen it before, and it's such a great idea. So this is just obviously the storage area. Nothing in the jester's box, so... Oh, okay. So here's the library. We start seeing Daedric stuff here. The Daedric set. This is all Crown Store. However, you know, if you ever want Crown Store stuff, you can always buy it with gold. However, there is a massive crown shortage right now, so be aware you're going to probably pay more. I think Tamriel Crown Exchange is even up to, for crates, in the coming crate season, there's going to be 2 different crate sets that are coming, and it's, oh, yes it does. This game does need mannequin. Hello, Regioso. I don't know if I said that right. I said that with an Italian kind of twang to it, but let me read you what TCE is saying about the upcoming crowns, because it's important to know. Okay, over the next few weeks, 2 festive crown crates will be making their return to the Crown Store, each for a brief period. During that time, their crowns are limited when it comes to crates, and they will be sold at 300 to 1. Yeah, for the crates. Now, I don't know what these upcoming crates are. If you guys have a link to it, I'm assuming we've seen them before. I don't know. But, so this one is just very, very lightly occult. I think that I really got that sense from the downstairs Daedric. And so we're going to ease into scarier stuff. Delphinia. Delphinia doesn't get enough attention. And you want a bard? Yes! I want a bard NPC. I do too. I have, you know what, but the thing is that they're so terrible in Skyrim. After a while, you want to just stab them in the face, right? But, I do want them. I want a lot of things. I really do. I'm sick of the fact... Oh, see? I went to your lintel. In fact, if you don't mind, let's go to one of your other... Oh, I think your goronir is... Oh, no, it's not. I'm high. I was going to tell you that the permissions were off, but it's good. I'm going to go visit your goronir. Have the interaction with the bard NPC be able to shush them or change his... Yes, change his music. Wait, doesn't Skyrim let you tell him to stop singing that song? I can't remember. It's been that long since I've done any Skyrim. However, I miss so much about it. I miss God mode. I need God mode in this game. I should check my permissions when I get on. You're welcome to go poke in my houses, but they're mostly set for RP. Hey, I don't mind. That doesn't bother me. This one is I haven't seen before. This one is you like standing around a rimmon and listening to the one by the cooking. Yeah, that woman, amazing. But even the males in Elsewhere, the music is incredible. So permissions have been changing. Yes, you're right, Angel. In fact, J Hart was talking to me. I have it on video with it changing while I had it open without me doing anything. It flips, and it's terrible. So J Hart and I were talking about, and he may want to do a show that highlights things that need to be fixed in the game. And I think that if he does do that, we should all make sure that one gets in it, because that's ridiculous. I love this, Angel. And in fact, I have other photos of your homes in my I have them in my saved photos because I remember something was just gorgeous. I don't remember which one it is, but I can always go back later. So I love this. This overhanging arch of trees. So you're combining two things here that I love. Three things. You have the overarching trees that make it magical. You have the petals coming down, which makes it serene. And then you have the swinging lamps, which are my favorite lamps because movement brings beauty and light brings beauty. And I love it. You did a fabulous job just walking in. You're set in the mood. You're in a magical mood. See, Magical Rets, who is magical, she would know, saying, so magical, love it. Tawantle. My biggest pet peeve at the moment is weapons under my feet, but the housing bugs are a pain. That visual glitch has never happened to me, but I have seen other people get it. And I don't know why it's never happened to me, because I've been playing for 2 years and it's so common. Infamous Paris is so pretty. Yeah, this is talent. These are those ant trees. Let's see if we can see the ants on them. I can't see any ants. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong kind. Maybe these are not the ant trees. I thought they were the ant trees, though. Look at me getting all turned around this minute I walk in this house. Forgive me if I go the wrong way. I got distracted. Termite trees are great for a desert look, yeah. But they're being used... those can't be the termite trees because they're wrapped around something else. So I don't think those are the termite trees. So this is they are the ant trees. Why can't I see the ants? Am I blind? I'm looking. Because I thought that they had the ants on them at all times. But I think we might have been ripped off of ants. I don't know. I'm going to test them later. The Imperial Fountain, I think. Maybe comes with Winchell. Willow trees, jealous. Love the willow trees. Wish we could get them without Crown Store. But, you know, life is such that we cannot. So these elven thrones are great. Look at the flowers up top. You see the glowy flowers? I've actually seen people just use that portion to decorate with. If you need a vine, there you go, a glowy vine. The ant tree is indeed antless, and I am disappointed. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if it says animated when you pick it up. So here are the flowers that come on the Lux Funder like once a year. The glowy flowers. Always pick up a lot of glowy flowers whenever the guy comes because otherwise you're going to miss out and you're going to regret it. And you're going to be like, I need glowy things. Okay, this is beautiful. You use the cart, which I assume is the broken down cart, and put butterflies and plants in it. And so and the swinging lamp, which is my favorite. I apologize if you see my cat and he's shaking the computer right now because he's still alive. So, yeah, glowy flowers. A chicken. He decided he's bored now, as do most people. So here we go. This is a gorgeous gardening. Some of these are crowns. Some of these are achievement. There's the butterfly bush I always swear by. I love that you used this in a garden setting, the wheel. Those are cheap, and I use them often too. I didn't see the cat, but I don't use them. I haven't used them that way yet, and I want to. Look you did what I was talking about the other week. You did the blue and the yellow. So you did contrast, or blue and orange. You did contrasting colors on the color wheel so that it pops out more. It's really, you know, you really pay attention to detail, and that's really cool. So you must have built this. This doesn't look familiar. This may be a completely built item house. Yeah, I can't tell if you must have built this. Yeah, this is a freestanding. Amazing. Beautiful. Solid, clean lines. Such clean lines that I didn't even know it was custom made. I thought it was real, really in the game. A little pottery section. Um, this is beautiful. Such amazing details. You know, you could just picture yourself washing your hands or washing a dish or something, and you get the smell of the fresh pie and you have the plants. It's just beautiful. And you look out and you see that creepy guy off in the distance, the auger. Oh, you use this as a drying rack. That's what I've been doing recently, and I love it. It's a great drying rack. I love that you put the things on an angle. It looks so natural. I know, I'm serious here. This is, if I say it, I mean it, because, like, I'm not J Hart. I can't, you know, make things all nice and all the time. So I'm going to be honest, and I honestly think this is fabulous. This is such detail work that, you know, people can make a room, people can make a house, people can even build structures like Cardi did. But what really makes a house extra, if you want to speak like the kids do these days, is the details. And just, you could just picture this person sitting there. Oh, you made that couch. 2 beds together. Very nice. Orc beds, I think. Sitting there before the fire sewing. You could just see it. And it's detail. It's beautiful. And you have the hobby horse. The stick horse. I have the stick guar. And honestly, guars are better. Sorry. Second floor. I like what you did here. You made, hi, Funky. One of the expensive paintings that I can't sell for anything. And here's your beautiful bed with lots of pillows and a hidden room. Ah! No, that was a wall. I'm an idiot. That was a wall, Karen. Yeah, so check this out. These are the Merkmeyer fences or walls, and what Angel did is she or he flipped them upside down so that they looked like they went as a clean line, but that leaves a hole. And so instead of trying to cover it, they used it. They used it to put a potted plant in that looks like it belongs. And that's talent. That is true talent, to really recognize what you can do with what you're given. Frog collar. This is beautiful. You really are talented. And I think I've known that, but I don't know where I kept things. So here we are. We're on the other side. I don't know which way to go. Is this, oh, it's an outhouse. I thought it was a shrine for a minute. So in case you sync it up, it's already got the incense going. Toilet paper. Nothing makes a good toilet paper like one of those cups. Plate? Can't tell. And you know, honestly, this is what they would have had. They would have had, and they wouldn't have had the toilet paper. They would have had a book, though. Back then, thinking shrine, absolutely. They would have had an outhouse. Gotta go for now. We'll watch the vid later after we're live. See you and keep up the good streams. You're amazing, Stabby. You are my friend, Magical. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement, and have a good day. Have an amazing day. She is truly an amazing human being. So, yes. Okay. So, yeah, I just didn't notice it before. That's that Merkmeyer oven thing. So, they would have outhouses. And I think that's, people who recognize that and include that touch my heart as a person who's into history. I really like that. And then back here is a bathing area. Very nice. With a waterfall. Man, you're just hitting all of the elements I love. I try to include in a waterfall in every single build. So you're just nailing it. Like every single thing that I love is pretty much in this house. It's beautiful. Well done. Very well done. I don't want to go back to the bathroom. Let me see. I think I saw all of it. I don't want to go to areas that you don't intend for us to see. This is goronir. Goronir is fabulous because you can do so much with goronir. Now, the best thing to do I think, is to close off a portion like Angel has done, and really focus on the detail in those sections, because and I think that is true of any house. You're better off closing off portion of it, decorating it well, and not worrying about having to decorate all of it, than have a lackluster home. I honestly think that. And no one minds if parts are closed off. You know, they may be a little disappointed, but we have item limits. We have to live with this. So I really enjoy this. Wait, did I see this? Yeah, derp. I'm a derp. Okay, so this was our rando. Let us get back to the Karen having a clue. Okay, so we're gonna go to Delphinia's Daggerfall. I apologize for any noise outside. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for letting me tour your house. It was really nice. You did a fabulous job on it, and I mean that. I'm gonna spell this wrong. She's not in any of my guilds, so. There we go. Delphinia Daggerfall. Of course. I mean, it was excellent, and you put it up as an open house, so I like to. I don't have permissions anymore. I can't show you Delphinia's. Demifier. Okay, let's go to Demifiers. That sounds familiar. I wonder if I've actually already shown you it. I hope not, because that'll be embarrassing. Demifier Grand Topol. I'm going to be really annoyed if all the permissions are off. I think what people are doing is they're taking their Halloween homes, adding them to the open house, and then setting the permissions off in order to have it ready to go, have all of the effects up, but not show it yet, because they're afraid that other builders are going to poach ideas, which frankly they probably will. Some builders care, some builders don't. I am one of those that don't. I do not, rather. So let's see what I wrote about Demifier's Grand Topol. I wrote Medusa. So Medusa's scary, right? So once we find Medusa, we can go. I think I remember this house. Grand Topol is really hard to do because it's so sprawling. It has the same problem as the, not the canyon, but the one with the coral, the really big one. And it has, I know, that was really great words, Karen. I can't think of the word. And the other one, which is Moon's Sugar. They all have the same problem, which is I get to them and I feel overwhelmed because there's just all this open space. And I heard somebody on one of their streams the other day saying that they were going to do another little, you know, shanty town. And I'm thinking, no, don't do another shanty town. Or if you do, make sure there's some directional, you know, otherwise people get bored and they leave. So if this points you to a direction that you're supposed to go, this is really helpful. Some people do mazes, yeah, whatever. But I think that directing people is I appreciate it, and I end up visiting those houses without fear. Okay, there's Medusa. This one will be really helpful for the contest that's coming up. Here you go. Oh, I'm stoned. Wait, does that only happen to men? I don't know. So for the costume contest for NPCs, this is a great idea, right? Using the Vardenfell things and the sneaks. This is a great idea for reach back, look at mythological people, maybe use vultures to pick out the guts of some of the people. Draconian? I don't remember. But no, that's not Draconian. I can't remember the one who had I'm embarrassed now because my professor from college is going to mock me for this. Mock. So this is all I wanted to show you from here. I'm trying to keep it fast because I know you people don't have all day. Next, I want to show you Felisa ad Mortem. You know what? I'm just going to search for it because I can't spell for anything. Apparently, I really can't spell for anything. Oh, am I only looking for grand topals? Maybe someone removed it from open houses and then I don't necessarily want to go and mess it up, but let's see. I would assume that the permissions would be off if that's the case. So, interesting, a second grand topal. Oh, I think I forgot an A. Forgive my stupid. I'm not standing in stupid, I am stupid. No, I can't figure it out, and they're not in the open houses anyway, so I don't necessarily want to show it to you and then, you know, steal their thunder. They may have pulled it for a reason. So we'll go to the next one I had, which was Justice Plagues Nix. I actually prepared for this one. Fed. Hi, Cromwell. What's up? Yeah, so if ever you don't want me touring, I only tour open houses. I don't want to spoil anything. I can never brain, Flimmy. I can never ever brain. Grotto. That was what the word I was looking for. The first word I was looking for, that was a grotto. That's another huge one that unless there's some direction to it, I get overwhelmed. There's so much there you can build. The air you can build in. You can go front of the place. You can go up. And unless there's some sort of, you know, idea to it and direction to it, I can't. So this looks like it could have been a monster one, but it doesn't look like J Heart one here, so I'm assuming it's not. But there's some ideas here. What I put was monster and second floor. He must have removed the second floor. No, there it is. Kind of, no? Interesting. There, when I first came here, he had managed to get a second floor in Flaming Nyx, which, how? You know, it's kind of crazy. But this would have been better in terms of the monster contest, but that's past. I still like the ideas in it, though. It's a really good idea. Okay, Squirrel Monkey, Lynchel. Let's see. Squirrel Monkey has one of those annoying names where some are numbers, and you know, they have to remember some of us are old and stupid. Squirrel Monkey, Lynchel. What I wrote for this was Scary Garden. So I must have liked it enough to put it on my list so I'm going to show it to you. Lynchel means it's probably going to be a big garden unless he blocked some of it off. I'm assuming gender again. Please don't be offended if I assume it wrong. Just tell me if I'm saying the wrong thing. Okay, Scary Garden. I think it's a scary garden. What do you think? So we walk in, and that's a neat effect. They put the butterflies right up front, so you see them immediately when you zone in. So many of the furnishings we get for Halloween or for scary times, Witches Festival, whatever you want to call it, are green. So you see green flames everywhere, or green crystals, or green anything, and you know, it adds an eerie feel to it, almost like poison. You know, if you want to go in that direction, there's nothing wrong with it. It's definitely not something I'm good at, but it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. I do appreciate it. I'm just not good at it. I like this little grouping. The crystal, the light, the little plants, the rock. Very well done. I don't know if there's anything in here. There is. Oh, I guess this is just the crafting stations, but even this is very well done. with all of the little items. You see? This is really cool. So, do you guys want me to babble about my life, or would you rather me just stick to the houses? And I won't be offended if you say stick to the houses, because I don't want to bore you. I want to make the most of your time. And I know someone said this morning, I saw them saying that they loved looking at housing, which I agree. How did they do this? Okay, so they sunk the green lantern within a dwarven bowl. So they doubled up the bowls so that one is hiding. And that's somebody's pet. Well done. So this is more of an elegant scary than a scary scary. Green and red definitely both stand out. You're down for whatever? That's one of those mushrooms that J Hart loves. I think they're a little too phallic for me. I don't know. They don't do it for me. But they work for a Halloween house, that's for sure. The crystals from Vardenfell, or that might be a Luxfender crystal, I'm not sure. And here we go. You're using an effect with red to look really scary, a ward in front of the door. And we get inside, and it looks like somebody used a lot of slots outside, but somebody also is smart. Oh my God, look at this. What they tell you in home design is to always group things in threes. Don't go any less than 3. And what I love about this is not only did they group it in 3, but each one is a little bit different. So that's cool. Like one's sideways, one's horizontal, one's a circle. Really beautiful, and my eye went immediately to it, and I thought it was fabulous. So this is why I guess we have wards. This is a brotherhood house. Wards are really scary. Like any of these, play with them. They're all in EHT. Try different colors. See what works for you. There's some really scary things you could do with it and suggest with it. All right, a sink. I love it. Wouldn't have thought elegant scary was a thing. Apparently it is. Speaking of phallic, I could see multiple things in this one. So again, somebody sinking a fountain into the wall and then putting dishes in it and a little doohickey. This is probably a barrel, and then those two are pipes. And they stick it into the wall, and it makes it look like it's part of the house, and it's a sink, and it's lovely. Okay. Hanging dead things, as one does. So yeah. And while we're looking at this, unless I have something specific to point out, I'll say this. I'm jealous. I want the triptych, but I will never finish a trial, so I'll never get the triptych. Jealous. And they make some things so far out of reach for us. All right, I get it, but I don't get it. I think it's a vanity, but I don't really get the mirrors. Do you? Wouldn't they all 3 be at the same height? I don't know. I mean, it's probably just me not getting it. And then we have no babies in the game, so putting a little baby guar in there, or I think that's a guar. What do you get from a trial? This. You have to complete all the trials in Vardenfell as well as everything else. You get this triptych, the one behind. I want that. Can't get it. No way I'm going to end up getting it. Ever. Oh, this was something I noticed. They made a bed into a couch simply by using pillows. And I thought that that was a really neat thing to do. I never know what to do on the second floor of this house. Even mine is a little directionless. This isn't directionless. Mine is. HOF, you got me, bud. I don't even know what those things mean. You know, I don't do trials. I don't do dungeons. So I couldn't tell you. And then you come up here and you look at the stars or watch somebody undress or something like that. So, a little bit creepy. Do you guys... Okay. I'll show you one that's stupid quick. And it's not an open house, but I don't think that they will mind that I show it to you because it's funny. Okay. Sorcery's Cold Harbor. If you know what this trick is, don't say it. Don't give it away. But this is a great trick. I wanted to use this for falling for fall or for something else, but I didn't because I didn't get what I needed from Zoss in time. So we're going to Sorcery's Cold Harbor. This is not an open house. This is just somebody I happen to know and went to visit their primary and thought this was great for Halloween. Well, really for any time, but mostly for Halloween. So yeah, I was going to tell you guys about, I started a writing class yesterday, and I am trying to write a book on this American Civil War, a specific unit. And, oh, look, they did it up even more for Halloween. This wasn't like this when I first came here. I love it. The red and the green mixed, those are those Elsewhere's Vines. Really give it a spooky look. These are in that set right now if you want to get it. Graves are in the second set if you want to get it. Also, you can get graves off of the vendor for mostly fairly cheap. There's some still. These are creepy, yucky things. This is just a craftable, and I like that they used the broken monument stuff. And I hope they didn't remove the thing I'm here to show you. No, they didn't. Okay. So, here we go. I mean, that's spooky, isn't it? The spooky chicken. What's going on over there? Yeah, that's what's going on over there. They hid all sorts of plants, and it's under a sparkling chicken. So if you want to use that trap, use that trap. It's great. It's a funny trap, and I wanted to use it for J Heart, but it didn't work out. But that would have been a funny trick, you know? So I like that they did this. This is very spooky. Oh my goodness. You guys see that? Giant monster thing. That's clever. So this house is pretty scary, even though it's not even an open house, but they don't mind because I sent them a mail and I'm like, your chicken killed me. And they're like, the chicken has gotten many souls. So apparently my soul is gone, which explains a lot, right, Griff? I have no soul. If you haven't completed the main quest, you don't have one anyway. So there you go. I did. So I supposedly have one. So I'm hoping that this class will teach me how to better make myself actually write instead of being so afraid and hard on myself that I don't get anywhere, because it's like I write it and I'm thinking, I really want to be, steal the peel. I really want to be Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. After Dire Straits, he had this incredible career, which he's still doing, and it's fabulous. And he is such an amazing lyricist that I'm so hard on myself, and I compare myself to him and expect myself to be that good. Steal the Peel did a creepy Halloween garden. Hopefully I did not overbill this, because I've apparently been saying things are scary, and they're kind of scary, but that's about as good as I can do. That last one was scary. Gojira. So that's how Sorcery claimed our spicy Hayaya for 2 weeks in a row. Just feed her souls. That, including mine, apparently. Is that a whole guild? Like, what guild is that? Because Sorcery's just funny. I thought that was funny. Now with the bid system, there's a lot of bad things, but we pretty much are going to get a trader. It may not be the trader we want, but we're pretty much going to get a trader. So this is a creepy garden. We are in, believe it or not, the Hall of the Lunar Champion. They rebuilt it with Daedric stone and put in creepy Vardenfell plants. And this is creepy. So, I mean, I pat myself on the back for remembering that this was a creepy garden. Ideas for your own. It's so hard to cover this garbage up. I really wish they hadn't put that in there. There's no good way to cover it. There's no good way to include it. So you're basically stuck with it. Mafala being Mafala-E. That is Mafala, right? Lucian Alliance. Cold Harbor used to be their guild hall. Oh, okay. Lucian. I have no hard feelings. You know, they're doing what we're trying to do. And what everyone's trying to do is just sell. No hard feelings, honestly. So this is really creepy. I think this is well done. So bones are cheap. You can get the bones on the vendors, not vendors, kiosks, you know, get a kiosk and buy some bones. They're still cheap even though it's Halloween. These are still fairly cheap. These are the witches things, the witches totems. So here we are. These you can get from a vendor. And they're amazing. They're really good for anything you want to look like chocolate because they're drippy. See? They're really nice for that. So here we are. Blue light. The Daedric candles. Blue light is actually very creepy when you put it. But I think what they did is by putting the blue light and putting the orange light, they kind of canceled it and made it a white light. I wish they hadn't because I kind of like the idea of a blue section. There's this spotlight basically on that, it looks like. The witch's thinger. Can I turn it on? I don't have any permissions in here. That sucks. I want to turn it on because it's pretty. I want these mushrooms in every house. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are working on any projects of your own, but may I suggest that if you get stuck, community college, local stuff, not a bad idea. Also, ooh, that's creepy. That's a good idea you can steal. That's that horse, the Sijic horse? One of the horses. And they just buried it in a rock so that it looks creepy. Well done. Okay. So let's go into the next section. This is a really good inspirational piece. Halls of Colossus, here we come. For scary things. I think, and here they went slightly less scary. Oh my God, I love this. I must steal this idea. Look at that. Just putting them on a branch out there looks so cool. I see things dropping from the sky. It is raining. Mushrooms on the side of the tree with the mushroom pet. That's brilliant. These things are cheap, usually. These disgusting grizzly things. I don't know what they are. Kitty, did you knock this over? Probably. Kitties always do that. Oh, there's a dead body in there. That's cool. Dead bodies are always scary. Right through the face, man. Check that out. That's brutal. The other thing you can do is find a friend or find somebody who cares and send them your work and have them kind of expect you to meet deadlines, and you'll get, it really does help. But I think that for me, the classroom setting made me feel so positive, like I was taking control of my life. And it was a little bit of normalcy back in my life, because for how many years were we all, you know, in school, and it felt normal, and then we graduated and we're like, what now, you know? And I became a lawyer, and even after that, I was like, what now? So in case you're hungry, we have some crispy dead bodies, somebody's face with a knife in it, and some mummy, if you're, you know, into that. Ew, this person's just gonna sit here and eat that face. That's gross. So this is a disgusting meal, which is exactly what you want for Halloween. This is what I'm talking about. The kinds of houses that I am not able to do are the straight up scary houses like this, you know, with creepy stuff going on. Mine is more atmospheric and tells a story, but that story isn't terribly scary, whereas this stuff is supposed to be a visual scare. And it does a good job of it. And that's why I'm showing you this kind of stuff, because mine is just weak when it comes to that. And I feel like you're not going to get as much. Yeah, I agreed. And mine actually isn't cute. It's gross because, you know, it has all the dead bodies too. So that was Steal the Peel. That's an open house. Thank you, Steal. And now we're going to go to the 6th Legion. We're going to go to their Daggerfall. No, I don't think that's the case. They took it off. They must have changed that for Halloween. Man, people are doing that to me today. Not cool. Hold on. I had another one here. I don't think you guys mind waiting a moment. But yeah, I have that problem. I can't do anything like that. Okay, let me show you. Nope, I'm done with the spooky stuff. No more scary. Sorry, folks, no more scary. I showed you all of them. Except on EU. EU has a ton of stuff going on, but I'm not going to force you to go to that. So I think that what we'll do is we'll do another, if there is one, we'll do another open house and then we'll call it. Because I don't have any more houses to show you of my own. I started this one with the last house I hadn't shown you. For atmosphere, you may like Greek vamps, real estate. Yeah, I focused an entire episode practically on that house because it is my favorite house I've ever seen. So if you haven't seen that house, go to it. It's amazing. You'll get something out of it. It's incredible. And I'm flipping past all these people because they don't have their permissions set properly. So if you saw your name there, or if you aren't sure, go check your permissions because there's a whole lot of people on the EHT open houses that do not have their permissions set properly, and I can't go visit their homes. Almost no one has the frostvault chasm that actually put it on open houses. So I'm always kind of interested in seeing what people do with it. This is Artem X. Necro I didn't. Cardinal 5 has already been here. It looks like I scooped Ellis on it, though. Always a good thing. And, oh, in case you forgot, tonight, J. Hart Ellis does his housing hike. Every Friday at the same time, which I always forget, but it's either 8 or 9 Eastern, and you should go look at his site for the, or his Twitch for the exact time. Mine is storage for now, collecting dwarven furnishings for build, which is expensive because dwarven furnishings are expensive. Actually, I want to ask you guys something. So I picked this up this morning. Where is it? Here, the dwarven pews, I guess. And the last sale was 1.5 million, and I bought this for 250,000. And there's only been one listing, and I don't know if I got had or if I was right to invest in that. So if you guys know what the dwarven pew really should go for, because I don't know that 1.5 million is actually, you know, a good number for that. But I picked that up for $250,000 this morning, and so far I haven't. So far, what I've seen here is mostly some not dwarven. Now you got me thinking dwarven. Sorry, Tawantel. What I'm seeing here, actually, I could show one of your houses, Tawantel, because I like your houses. I have a few that I've written down. This is an achievement, obviously, from doing Dolan. And this is from a set we had recently. Not recently, but I don't know what it's called. But it had that big face with the fire coming out of it. So I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I bought it because it had a couple of things that I really wanted. Daedric fences, which I kind of appreciate because I fall to my death way too often in this section. And look at me, I'm lost. I'm totally lost. because I don't know this house yet. I have a feeling that they use the Daedric fences to close off everything that they haven't decorated yet. So I think we saw all of it. I think so. Unless I'm stupid, which is entirely possible. Let's see. Oh no, here's more. And we have a guardian. And let's see if we have rights. We do! We can open the door. Oh, Sithis. No, Night Mother. Terrifying. With the lamp over. There's only 3 listed on the TTC site. 2 at the 250 and then on 1.2 mils. So guessing not really enough to make an educated guess. I wonder if those 250K ones are double of the one that I bought this morning. I think I bought it in Hollow City. Thanks for looking funky. I appreciate it. Wow. So, you know, that front area seemed kind of sparse, but when you come back here, there's a lot going on. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a lot going on. Like, I haven't figured out what this person is up to. You know, I hadn't noticed it before, but those handles or the little dragon things, you could use those. Like, sink it into something, and you could really use those as a nearly unrecognizable thing. Oh, here's Sithis. Hi, Sithis. You're ugly and scary, and no one likes you. Well, a lot of people like you, but you're still creepy. Daedric stuff going on here. Not a fan of Daedric, but it looks good. Oh, they put a portal in. You know what I don't like about this house? That you can't build out. If you could build out, I might have bought it. Because, you know, imagine being able to build out over... I'm not going to your other house, but... build out over the ice. It would have been so cool. But, you know... That house is so hard to decorate. I sat it for days trying to figure out what to do with it. I can't even figure out how to get it through it. I feel like they really messed up with this house. But if it makes some people happy rather, then go, you know, more power to them. But I think this house was terrible. I think that the basic idea of it, of having a frozen dwarven area, is fabulous, but I don't think the execution was very good, and I hope that they take a lesson from this, because I doubt many people bought it, and a lot of people had been complaining, we want X, and then, you know, we want more medium houses, and then they give us this. Nobody asked for a frozen, you know, boring scape, you know. I'm not a huge fan of the Wraith Home either, but it fits a need that some people have. Let me, some people have vampires, some people have werewolves. Those windows are impressive. So it's got some things going for it, but it's not for me. Twanta, let me see what I had you listed down for. I have a couple for you. Here we go. I have your ample domicile and you're exercised. I love your exercised, so I want to show it to people real quick. Come on, just show me Tawandle. Why can't you be in one of my guilds? Make life easy for me. Okay, here we go. Both are open, so let's show your exercised. Okay, so we're going to show this because Tawandle is in our channel, and let's share what they've done. Oh, and thank you for the follows. It was 2 days ago, but I'm still going to say thank you to Elder Scrolls TV, Rayoskit, Lash. I don't know who Elder Scrolls TV is. Is that like an official thing, or is that a streamer, or what? I gotta look that up, because that would be interesting to figure that out. All right, so here we are in Tawandle's house. Never too late, yeah? I love this house. This house was also shown by J Hart, and that's nice and all, but he did not show the parts of it. He's a streamer. Okay, is he related to ESO, or is he just a person? But I want to show off this house the way that I want to show it off and not the way that Jay Hart focused on it, because I felt like he missed the things that I really enjoyed and focused on the things that he thought were cool, which is what he's supposed to do. No, not that you're aware of. Okay. I'll check them out anyway. I mean, I should check out anybody who follows me. So when you first come in, if you turn around, here's the moon gate, and behind it is like a little bit of a layered fish tank effect, which is really cool. And then you can see the ocean stuff continues with the details. But a lot of things are bringing your eyes upwards, and there's a reason for that. And I'm not going to sign your guest journal because I already have. So don't take it personally. So here's the thing for me that I loved. This is amazing. So this was for Cry Havoc's birthday. So here you have a monster, and it says Cry Havoc and unleash the sea serpents of war. Sea serpents of war. I can speak. He's interesting to watch. Does a lot of furniture giveaways. Definitely a TVMA channel. Yeah, I've considered doing that, but I don't know. The TVMA part. So, okay, but the part of this that I love that isn't actually the monster. It's the fact that you're in a giant bowl of fish or of ocean or something. You're looking up. Look at those fish. You're inside. Like, that is, I've seen people execute it, but I've never seen them execute it such that when you look up, you see the ocean above you. You always see it around you or in front of you. But what I loved about this is that Toronto actually covered above. And it looks so cool because even the ocean looks like it's moving, kind of thing. I was so impressed. I was blown away and happy with it. And I'm glad I get to talk about this house because I feel like sometimes the things that I want to say aren't said. I know, it's so cool. I know JR focused on this, but this is as if leaves fell in the fountain. And there's a black marsh fishy. And that's cute. You made it look almost like a shark. Bamboo that's overpriced. A frog. That's an EHT frog. And then you used some of the glyphs that I was talking about with different colors. And they're not the scary colors. So, oh, and they fade in and out. That's beautiful. You pretended the coast of Glenumbra flooded. I could see it with the stone because they have those high cliffs. And they have these huts. That makes perfect sense. You did a great job. I think I can see it very much. Sinking things in little detail spots. You don't have to, everywhere you look has something cool in it. You don't have to look. Sorry, my cat's coming down again. Some of the item combos people come up for housing are amazing. From Dat Dude Rim. Thank you for visiting me. I don't know that name, but I'd love to go visit your homes after the stream and check you out if you have any. So fireflies, I love them. There's really look what you did to Wantel. You put in multiple of the my favorite things in the game, which are the waterfalls. Now this actually works. I know it seems strange, but there are underwater waterfalls and underwater rivers. So you're underwater, but you're seeing a gush of water here. And this is actually in nature, this happens. So it's not outlandish and it's beautiful. And I thought it was really well done. And I think what's important to remember is that everywhere you look, there's a detail. And they come in and out, and they're beautiful. And it's an excellent use of EHT. It's not overdone. Don't kill me. So a lot of people made monsters out of those. I call them anus monsters because they all look like anuses. Funky Redneck. The waterfalls from Eleanor Vender. Yes. I use them in everything. And they're very expensive. They also used the Hist. They also used those poles from, I think the only one is Rolka that sells the ones with barnacles on them, which makes no sense because Rolka's not really near an ocean. It should be in something else, not Rolka. And here was an aquarium within an aquarium. you know, you're in the aquarium and then there's an aquarium in the aquarium, which I thought was really a neat idea. Um, layering. Layering of interesting things to look at. Well done. I like the pearl that you put in there. You use the pretty trees. Some of the elsewhere stuff. You dyed the water. A beautiful color. And it kind of goes with the whole witch's basin. But you didn't have to buy a witch's basin if you didn't want to. And then you go in the house and that's that screen. And the inside of the house is really lovely too. And check out another aquarium. It's like every corner of this house has another aquarium in it. And they're all beautiful. And look at that movement. That's great. I need to get those. Those are Crown Store though. So you're inside. What's behind here? Oh, whole section. That's an EHT kitty. That's not a real kitty. Apparently the backboard is also not real, as is the window. That backboard is Chrysea's stuff. She put a lot of textures in. I was begging for textures. So if you feel like it, you can retexture a whole bunch of things and make them really interesting. There's a map. J-Heart is astounded at the fact that there was a map in here. And I'm like, there's a map for every area in EHT. He's like, no one ever uses it. And then I thought about it, and he's right. People hardly ever use it. I don't really know why. Maybe they haven't thought of good ideas of what to do with it. So here we go. I hear my other cat rustling in the background, so if he comes, I apologize. That's Van Gogh in the background. Oh, I loved this too. You had this when I toured it, and it's a kitty in a blue glyph, and I think, or magic area, and I think it looks really good. A lot of what the mixture of EHT you did you get a chance to gander at my spooky dead forest in the snugpod? I want to say, hold on, Funky. I don't think I did. It doesn't look like it. So we can pop over there after. You know, I've been having this problem with, I don't know if it's me or if it's the computer or if it's the game, but I've been getting stuck in chat and I can't turn properly. All right, so here's some hay. That is you need to set up hosing. Yeah. Hello, Bronin. Yeah, I want to show you guys how to do it. It's really simple, but you have to know where your, let me see if I can show you. You have to know where your add-on folder is. Once you find your add-on folder, it's pretty simple. You just go into, it's a mess, started as item dump, lol, first person view works best. I will do that. I will do it. But basically, go into your add-on folder, go inside the add-on Essential Housing Tools, and run the exe. And I know some people are scared of exes, but this exe has been verified by virus companies to be virus-free, and there's posts on the forums about it, and Cardi is trustworthy, and don't worry about it. And once you install that exe, it means that you can view everyone's uploaded, what's the word? FX, without having to already have them sent to you by mail or whatnot. And you can see things like this, because this I would not have been able to see any of these effects if they hadn't uploaded it to, oh my lord, I'm losing my brain. I'm having trouble braining. But anyway, so thank you to Wantel. F word. Yeah, FX. I'm not even being naughty. You know, I want to have a signature outfit, but I don't want to look stupid. And like all the hats you get are stupid looking, and J-Heart's far more comfortable looking silly. Did you like the oven? Let me go inside. Do you mean this? Or did you mean... Because this is the part of the house? Or am I blind? It's out back, okay. I saw those feathers you put up there. Oh yeah, I do actually. you did something smart that a lot of people forget to do. They put wood. You put wood next to it. And you're making sweet rolls, but people forget to put wood next to their fires. And also chopping wood. That's another really smart thing. Broken down. Cart. Lots of neat stuff to look at. Lots of cool things. Clever ideas. Challenging ideas. I think it's beautiful. I think it's extremely well done. So let's go to Funky's, and we'll be in first. I'll try be in first person here. I'm having issues there. I'm in first person now, Funky. Anyway, once you actually, sorry, Funky, I'm dumb today. I said I have the dumb. Funky, not funk. Funky, redneck, and we want to go to your snug. Okay, we're going. And then we'll call it. Because I stream too long. And I know a lot of people who watch this who aren't really into housing, and I feel bad. Anyway, so once you do that, it's super easy to set up open house, and then anyone can visit your house, and they can sign your guest book and show you that they've been there. And it's a nice way to explore other houses. Oh, wow. But it's also a good way to support the community and care about them and show that you do care, because honestly, people, we have the nicest community that I think. There's a button on the coffin to set the police. Oh, you're in here. Okay. Let me see. Hold on a second. I gotta put my UI in so I can sign your journal. Okay. And now we'll turn it off. This is good because what I like is that there's lots of clutter. Snugpod's amazing. You can put so much in Snugpod. And it has a really high item count for the size of it. And you can put a lot of things into it and things to look at, and it's not even that big. Tiny houses are just amazing to work with. You can really get a whole feel, a whole story into them. And it's easier to fill up. Okay, I like your blood here. Alright. I'm a little lost in its Snugpod. Okay, I hear a frog caller though. This is neat. This is a very atmospheric. Obviously, you have the fart stick. Ah, a whole fart stick. This is a witch fart stick. You call it a dead forest. I also like that you use the bottom of this mushroom because you can see the gills. I think it's a mushroom. I'm hoping I'm not completely wrong. Okay, some more mushroom. Scythe, very Halloween-y. Here we go. Hi, Xanasis. I can't, there's a coffin? There's so much in here that I don't even see the, oh, is this the coffin behind here? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually lost. Oh, here's the button. Okay, that's a coffin? I wouldn't have guessed. Let me turn on my UI. Hi, Funky, you're here. Yeah, I guess that is a coffin, and that's a thing that's probably gonna eat me, even though it looks like an anus. Let's get dead. I'm assuming. Okay. I think I messed up. I don't think I pressed the button somehow. Your kid. Okay. Here we go. And the lights go out. Terrifying. And then that light starts. Terrifying. What's going on? Is everything on fire? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. You even have them changed to look like ash. How did you do that? How did you make them look burned? Did you? I honestly don't. That's not an effect. You changed out the tree. I didn't know we had burning trees. Like, wow. That's really well done. I'm actually flabbergasted. That's crazy. That's crazy good. You did an amazing job. You know, it's very rare for me to actually say, wow, holy smokes, how did you do that? That's what I'm saying to this one, because I have no idea how you did this. I didn't even know these were items. Like, how did you Do we have accessible items that look like they're on fire, like trees on fire? Because I don't want to go through all of the crown items right now, but I'm assuming that's... Are these achievement? Like, what are these? Oh, I see the bats. I don't know. I'm going to poke you, Funky, until you answer. Those look like spider eggs. Anyway, distracted. So, yeah, you did an amazing job. And it's so small. It's such a small area, and you really packed a lot in, and there's something to look at all the time. Didn't think so either. All right, so I am going to call it because I don't want to run too long. And I will see you again probably either tomorrow or Sunday or both. Who knows? And I'll come up with some more houses, hopefully some of yours. And we'll go and tour them together. And thank you for showing me this house. And I appreciate everyone's viewership either now or later. And just let me know, how often you think I should stream and how much you think I should talk about myself and make it interesting. Thank Moo too for watching. And get some sleep. Gosh, Flimmy, you're up late. You just need to leave Australia. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this house. So I will catch you all later. And thanks for coming. And let me turn it off instead of taking off my shirt on camera like last time. Yep, you all missed it. You got happy to catch me on. Witch's Tree chart. Thank you. I'm going to look that up. I was actually kind of holding off until you gave us the name. So thank you. I will talk to you guys later.